welcome back to Easy Rollers. This is episode 21. We are 2 players down. We are Abena down. Opal, she is unfortunately not very well and not going to join us this session. We're going to put it down to Opal saw her mentor in an alleyway and has gone off to join them for some additional training, while the others do what they were going to do. Ava has disappeared as bizarrely as she appeared in the world. That will lead us to a retcon where we are not going to have the whole series of events. The party went off to find out this disturbance in the holler. Instead, Elipharin and Bavaris will have sent them off to investigate this mysterious farmhouse where the Cambion children were said to be hanging out. So we'll go into the recap. Obviously, just put pieces together as needs be. Having made camp in the wilds outside of Porthbury, we find the party making various arrangements to sleep. The next day, they decide to head back, but were quickly intercepted by Elipharin and Bavaris, who turned them around with fresh information about the location of the Cambion children, having had the 2 youngest come forward to the Jade Academy. That's the point at which you listeners and watchers can change things around for yourselves. That section has not happened. We are going straight from the day after the sewers to the haunted house. So this is where it becomes relevant. They went to investigate and found the Cambion children and convinced them to return to the academy. The party also found evidence of children's belongings, but not related to these teenagers. Returning to town, they have made some headway with why, but now we find the party heading to the government building to discover more on what's been happening and what they can do to help. So, we are heading to the government building in search of records of births, deaths and marriages to get some information about who the farmhouse belonged to. Am I correct? If not, please feel free to correct me. And we go forward towards the government building, where you are met by a bronzed-skinned tiefling lady, very well dressed, lovely white shirt, short horns, hair all done in dreadlocks, called Olivia Augustus, and she greets you at the reception desk in the main foyer with a greetings, adventurers, or I'm assuming you're adventurers because you don't come here, not that I've ever seen. Are you here for any particular reason? I've jumped the gun there by saying adventurers. You might not be. You could be regular townsfolk, but I've said it now, so...
Hello. Yeah, we are. I guess we are adventurers. We're just looking to find some information here, so we'd like to get access to your death records, please.
I'm sorry, my what records? A cheap joke. Our death records. Yes. Let me. She rings a little bell. She takes a little bell. Ding, 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 and along comes a gnomish woman, quite young. Again, very well dressed, pink hair, in locks flowing about her shoulders. And she goes, "Hello, my name is Spixie Patch. I'm the record keeper, or part-time. I'm actually a bit of an apprentice, but what can I help you with?"
We're looking to see if we can get access to the death records.
Sorry, the which records? Haha, it's a joke we have around here, running joke. Whee! Yeah, I can take you and show you. Let's have a go, shall we? Do you want to come back this way? We'll go to the Hall of Records.
Yeah, we'll follow them.
Lovely. All right, come with me then. And she leads you both off down there. And it's like a grand library. Lots of old, dusty tomes and scrolls all slotted into shelves here and there. Is there anything particular you're looking for?
The Crow family.
Crow family, eh? Oh. Okay. And she goes over to like a great big book. And she saw it's like on a I can't think of the name of the things that you have in a church where it's like where the Bible would sit on, like a big golden or brass crow or something like that, or
a lectern.
A lectern, that's the one. And she sort of starts scrolling through this book. Ah, yes, the Crow family, yes. Yeah, okay, that's down that section over there. Blah, 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 blah. And she runs off and she, come on. And she leads you on. And it's a big room, you know, it's a big building. And she leads you off and down some stairs. And you go almost into like a bit of a basement level. And it's all lit by torches and stuff and candles. And she goes, there we are, the Crow family. And she pulls out the history of the Crows in Porthbury. What would you like to know?
We're looking for either Nicholas or Enid.
It's not a big book, but she sort of scrolls through it a little bit. She's Enid. Let's just see now. I'm going to roll the dice. Yes, I have Enid Crow married to what's his face now?
Harrison Crow, I think you'll find it was.
Harrison Crow.
Saracen.
Oh, Saracen. Yeah, that makes more sense. I've got Saracen here. I was going to say Harrison Crow. Don't know who he is.
I think he did some really bad space films.
He could have done. I don't know what space is. I don't know why I'm breaking into your accent either. I'm sorry there. But, yes. Saracen Crow, yeah. She married Saracen Crow. And you said, what was the other name of the person? Nicholas, you said.
Nicholas. Yes. We think it was the son, don't we?
Yes, they had a son called Nicholas, yes.
Do we have any history of where he's gone? Or if he's still
No.
around?
No, he was born. And that's it. So he might have gone somewhere else and died.
How long ago was he born?
Oh, now that is a good question. Now
I thought so. That's why I thought I'd ask it.
Yeah, they. Now it says here they were married 75 years ago, and their son was 7 at the time they got married. So a while ago.
Well, it's
82,
time, isn't it? It's 82 years. I mean, that's an old bastard.
Yes. So we've got no history of where he's gone. Is this a dead end? No pun intended.
What led you to come here and ask about all this?
The ghost at the farm.
The ghost led you here.
Yeah, well, not the ghost.
The ghost?
Well,
What ghost?
Yeah.
What farm?
There's a thought. Don't worry about where the farm is, but we'll bring you back the story if we ever get to the bottom of it. But there's a ghost on a farm, and we think he might be Nicholas. So we're trying to find out where his actual body was. But if you don't know where he died, then there's not much chance. I mean, is there a Crow family burial plot or something?
Well, no, and I'm going to make a history check for her. Oh, it's not good. I only rolled a 4. Well, it's a bit before my time, I'm afraid. I'm only young. I'm a young'un, I'm only 20.
Is there
21 I am. She winks
Is there
at
anyone
Rodeo.
older? Is there anyone older on duty who might have been around at that time,
Ooh. Let me see now. There might be someone. Let me see. Oh, we've got. Let me see now. We've got Gildane Gluck.
Right?
Oh, you want to speak to Gildane, do you?
Well, unless you can give us answers without speaking to us, then I think that'd probably be best, yes.
All right. You stay here, and I'll go get him. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
Fucking rolling up the NPCs tonight, aren't we?
Gildane. I'm going to have a flick through the book, see if I can spot anything exciting.
Gildane Gluck is an elderly man, let's say, and he's sort of dressed in a bit of a tweed outfit, and he's walking with a walking stick, and he probably looks a bit like Doc Brown with his hair, let's say. bit all over the place. And he sort of, yes. Who wants to know about stuff 80 years ago?
Hello, matey.
Oh!
We're looking-
He pulls out this like a trumpet. He puts it. Say it again.
we're looking for the Crow family.
The Crow family.
Yes, or where they're buried.
Oh, they're not.
What do you mean they're not? Where are they?
Was all very unceremonious. You see? What was his name now? Horatio?
Issue.
What was his name?
Well, are you thinking of Saracen, the old pirate boy there?
Saracen, yes. Yeah, he was murdered. Well, he was killed. He was put to death for his crimes. And I think they just chucked him in the sea. And his wife, Edna, what was it, Evie?
Enid.
Dana was that?
Enid.
Enid?
Enid.
Yeah, I think they just threw her in the ground somewhere up near that house.
Great. And the boy?
Boy? Oh, nothing about a boy.
There was a boy called Nicholas. Surely you remember Nicholas.
No. Oh. Maybe. No. No, Nicholas. With a nat one.
I mean, you're such a great record keeper, I'm sure, and you've seen so many things. Could you cast your memory back one more time with bardic inspiration? Try and remember.
Is that a D4 or a D6?
It's a D8.
It's a D8. Oh, that's going to do better. That's a 17 plus 6. Oh, Nicholas. Oh, yes. Oh, wee lad. I was nothing more than, how old was I at the time? About 12 or 13 years old at the time. And yeah, I heard commotion in the town about the boy fled out onto the moors.
Moors.
You know,
It does help.
what's it called now? What's the name of the moors?
It does help.
Who now?
Does help.
Daz How? No, that's not right. That's not right at all. I think it was Praz How.
Traz.
Traz, do you say there, Sonny?
Yeah, Traz help.
No.
Praz with a P.
This one's got it right.
Taz help. Why have I got a D
No,
there?
no, a P. A P.
Oh, P.
Like the vegetable, it's green. Praz how?
He takes his hearing trumpet and he hands it over to Ray. Are you sure you don't need to listen through this one there, Sonny? You can take it, I got a spare.
No, thank you. But yeah, Taz help. More. Do you know any more information, like where he was planning on going?
No, I wasn't there. I didn't know him.
Do we know where Praz how is? Or, do we need a map or something? Rollo.
I think we've got that.
You do. I think you know where it is as players because when you first left for Orofon, I think one or two of you had actually been to Meneth before, which is this continent this landmass you're currently on. But you were certainly given, I think, an explanation or at least a crude map. Praz Hal is on the eastern side of the main road between Porthbury, between the south and the north of this landmass. Basically, Praz Hal is a big moorland which exists between Porthbury and the Jade Mountains on the eastern side, which the River Ruin runs through, which is the river which feeds or joins the mouth here at Porthbray.
Yeah.
Right. So,
You had to go through it to go to.
You didn't go through it. You edged along it. That main road that goes between here and Orifon edges along the western side of the moorland, basically. Between that and the more sort of wooded and hilly side where the Red Steppe is, south of Orifon.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't know anything more about this Nicholas than the fact he ran to Prashow, you know. Why did he run away? Do you know? Have you heard that? Is that a legend sort of thing?
No! I don't... I remember his daddy was involved in piracy.
That's right, he was Saracen. Pirate here.
And the Watch, they got fed up with it and they went up the house where they murdered the daddy on the beach with his men. And then they went up the house and they run through his wife, Edna.
Right, so...
Edna? Patricia? What was her name now? Anyway.
Edwin, I think that it was.
Something like that. Anyway. He got away. I don't know why he went, but he went apparently towards the moors. And as this conversation's going on, I'm getting more and more southern.
I was just about to ask whether you had a bowl of grits and some fried chicken myself. But, you know, you sound like the beaver in Robin Hood. 66%.
Say
Right,
there,
so I
Sonny,
think-
want to come down to my celery? Oh, I can't do it. Celery, get yourself a popsicle.
Rolio, I think that's your cue.
No. I don't think we're going to get much more information. If only we had a
No,
pirate to talk.
Thank you kindly there. Maybe we should go to the watch house and ask them if they got any records on the buggers.
Yeah, let's go to the
I'll
watch house.
say that's a good idea. Do you want me to come along with you?
Definitely not.
Oh, no, just rest your bones here and maybe, you know, do some baccy or something on the porch.
Okay. Thank you.
If they have baccy here, I don't know.
You mean tobacco?
Right.
I'm gonna.
probably.
Yes, we grow several leaves that you can chew them and you can smoke them, and they do different things to you.
Righty ho. I'll bear that in mind, but, you know, not having lungs or anything, I don't think I'll be, you know,
Well,
smoking anything.
I've used to be a great study of herbalism, and I can tell you now, if anyone's interested in herbalism, there are some great plants out there with medicinal purposes that could help.
All right. Well, you know, a bit of knowledge is a good thing, isn't it?
Some can grant you all kinds of things.
Really now? Have you got maybe a book or something that could be borrowed? You know, like a ranger's guide to strange and miraculous, you know, plants and shit.
As it goes, and he reaches into this little, he's got a little satchel, and he pulls out a leather-bound book. I will make a note of this when in fact, I'll make a note now. I'm going to make a note now, so I don't forget. He pulls out a little leather-bound book, and he hands it to you, Gottel. And this little leather-bound book, this is my life's work. Before I was a librarian or caretaker of records here, I was a botanist. And this book contains all the knowledge that I acquired over my long life. And in this book, it details different locations within Meneth and herb lore, basically, which might provide bonuses. I'm going to have to decide on this later on for bonuses to, like, vitality, magic abilities. There could be some that hamper you. There could be some that enhance you, you know, stuff like that.
Perfect. Well, thank you kindly there. What we'll do, though, if we find anything really good that you've got in your book, we'll be sure to bring you some samples back, you know.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully I'll still be here to appreciate it.
You know, if not, if they're that miraculous, they might bring you back for a bit, you know.
Well, you never know. I haven't come across any mushrooms of that variety just yet, but who never say never.
Well, if we find them, you know, we'll definitely, you know, do that and bring them back.
You're very kind, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. We better go, though, because this watch place, you know, it's not open all day. So thank you kindly for that, and we better, you know, go and get seen to this watch.
Ah, you got a broken watch? The Artificers Guild's very good.
To know. Thank you for that. I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Really just starts walking out, waving.
Bye, young man. Come on down to my cellar anytime you like.
I'll also leave with Rolio and clutching my new leather-bound booklet.
Yeah, I'll decide upon that. But it's going to have a vast wealth of herb lore and stuff like that in it, which could be helpful.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to get absolutely stoned.
Yeah, it's got the minor stuff.
She's 174.
We don't know that.
She's older than that.
She likes milk.
Yeah, I'll come up because I think it'd be quite cool. It opens up locations for you to go and explore, and there'll be like fun little things there for like side quests and stuff as well, which would be quite cool.
Fetching characters.
That's it.
To the watchtower.
Yes, let's go to the watch house and ask if they got any records there, because otherwise I'm running a bit short of ideas on what we might do to get this information.
Yeah, he's a very strange fellow.
Well,
we've killed or driven off all the pirates in town, so we can't ask them.
That's what I was thinking.
the pirates have been driven off for now. They did promise they'll be back.
I tell you who might also know something. Yeah. This Scarlet League or whatever that Opal's pally with.
Yeah, they've been around a long time.
You know, the blood drinking chaps and chapesses.
The
there.
Crimson Blade.
The Scarlet Pimpernel Club, that's the one. Yes, the Crimson Blade. They might know or have heard of him. So that's another place to check after the watch house, but after that I'm coming up dry.
Yeah, me too, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah, we'll try to watch.
Yeah, you can go along to the watch. That's fine.
Right,
How old's
Gordo,
that
you
butler
can
friend?
negotiate that. The butler, he must be quite old. I thought he's just got, you know, a little bit of alcohol damage to his brain.
Could be.
I think he spent too long doing handstands, you know what I mean?
100%.
So what's the destination? You want to go to the
watch.
watch building, or the barracks sort of thing in
Yes,
the town?
I'm not sure if I can stand the butler at this point, following on from that record keeper.
Yeah,
He might just push me over the edge into out and out murder.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's going on for like midday. A lot of people. There's a lot of people bustling about, a lot of activity, because obviously this is now the summer games, and most people have now made their way into that Colosseum type thing, and those who haven't quite got there on time are still rushing that way. And there's loads of people out there. Like I said, I've said before, there were loads of street vendors and stuff about, because it is, it's a big event. This is a big thing that happens in Meneth at this time of the year. So there's a lot of activity, and when you arrive at the watch headquarters in the city, there aren't really anyone. There's no one really there. We will say, for the sake of not rolling out more NPCs, that Sammy is keeping, keeping the watch at the main building for them, just there. And he sees you two approach. And he goes, "Oh, hello, guys. You all right? Not trying to get me in trouble again, are you? I'm not shooting any cats out the sky this time."
I think we got you out of trouble last time, Sammy lad.
Yeah, I nearly got a fine because
In fact, you there, Rolly, I'll be having my bow back, please.
No,
I think I will be.
no, I nearly got in a lot of trouble like this book.
It wasn't. Oh, I was going to say before you said that, Rory. Oh, I was going to say that it was confiscated by the other watch members, but I can't say that now, can I? Oh, right. So,
Actually,
Was it confiscated?
I believe.
I don't think they did. I think they let him keep it.
no, that's what's technically known in the circles as a little white lie to let Rorio keep the bow.
Oh, I see.
I was going to say.
I
it's
see.
been
Yes,
confiscated,
I missed that
you
point.
see.
Yes. Well, as I'm going to make a perception check. Now you've said that. Sammy's got a natural 1. He goes, "Oh well, that's bloody unfortunate, isn't it?
It's very unfortunate.
Oh well, they don't tell me nothing round here."
Yes.
They
Well,
might give it you back. Just keep your head down and don't ask for it, and they'll soon notice you've not got a bow.
Maybe. Right, what can I do for you? What are you doing? Why are you not at the games? Everyone else is.
no, it's the same as we talked to you the other day. We're still looking for more information on that farm ghost. But
Oh right, yeah. What about it?
Unless you we're looking for a Nicholas Crow, but I think you might be too young to remember that name.
Yeah, I'll just know Nicholas Crow.
Or the
His
Crow
dad,
family.
Saracen, was killed by the Watch, you see, in a big battle. And then after this big battle with the Watch, he disappeared, did Nicholas. I mean, Saracen didn't. He was spread all over the freaking front.
History check. He goes, no, I don't know him. I don't know these names. Sorry.
Right, well, I tell you what, write them down in your little booklet, and if you see any really old members of the Watch, you can ask them. And then if you find out, there'll be a shiny coin in it for you.
I can certainly ask.
There, thank you. There we go. And there'll be a reward of a very shiny coin if you come to us with good information on the whereabouts of Nicholas Crow.
All right. Yeah, I can do that for you.
Right. We'll probably catch you later then, Sammy. Are you not going to the games yourself?
Well, no, I've got to stay here. It's my punishment for losing my bow.
Oh, it's a terrible thing. Terrible thing. There's no spare balls knocking around the station then.
No, they're all made specifically for each of us when we're brought in, and having lost mine, my punishment is to stay here.
Well, I tell you what, if while we're out and about in our travels we find a spare bow, we could maybe find that we donate it to you,
That would be very kind of you if you could.
Well, if you were able to get that information, I'm practically sure that we'd be able to donate something like that to you,
Yeah, all right.
And you practically wouldn't be able to tell the difference between that and a real official watch bow.
Didn't you say to me when we last spoke that you'd just come from the library and you spoke to Yaz about all this?
Well,
Yeah.
we tried to find out about the death records, but then we found out that the Watch was involved in the demise of the Crow family. So we thought, we'll come to the Watch and ask them, but there's no one here except for yourself.
I just would have thought that Yaz would have had all the answers to this sort of thing. Historian and all that.
Yeah, she had the answer to the story, but not where the young lad went.
I mean, did we actually ask Yaz? I don't think we did.
No, maybe not.
Maybe
We
we'll
can
go
go talk
back
to Yaz
there and do the proper fetch and carry quest sort of thing. The backwards, forwards, inside out. Can you fetch me another tea cloth? Yes, let's go. Back to Yaz.
Back to
Thank you
Yaz.
there for giving us that idea, young Sam. And if we spot a bow that looks a bit like yours, we'll bring it down for you. How's that?
Yeah, it's all right. Just thought, help you out a little bit there with your investigations and stuff. Well, I don't understand. Because I have been told I am a mere pawn in the grand scale of things, and I'm undervalued. Well, I should be undervalued and mistreated, apparently. So
I wouldn't go, naming chess pieces with that accent of yours there.
no.
Not the little ones that go at the front anyway.
Oh. So I'm. Yeah. Okay.
it's a little bit disconcerting when you say you're a mere porn.
I am yeah, well that's what they said, I'm a pawn.
Really, that's not what
Who
you said
said-
the first time.
Who said that?
Pawn.
Right, let's go talk
It's
to
only
you.
because you were influenced there, Goddle, that it influenced me to speak it right. You see, every day's a learning day, and you've been teaching me. You see.
Well, one day I'll teach you a really good joke. I'll bring one back specially for you, and you've had to get pally with people in the watch.
Yeah, go on then. When you're ready.
What I will do, when I've got a really good one for you, I'll bring it back for you, and you'll dazzle the pants off all of your colleagues there.
Oh, no, I can't be doing that. Someone did once dazzle the pants off of someone else, and it got a lot of trouble going on.
I didn't mean their actual pants.
Oh,
It's not that kind of. Well, it could be that kind of joke, I guess, but no.
PG-13.
yeah, we're not allowed to. Yeah, there was some dazzling pants came off once, and it didn't end well.
Well, I do remember tales of dazzling pants in the past in a galaxy far, far from here. That's a story for another time, I think.
Oh, well, it'd be interesting hearing it. Yeah.
Well, maybe one day I'll fill you in of the glow-in-the-dark pants of Barber.
Oh, well. Like I said, dazzling pants and fillings in. We've had all that around this station. We can't be having any more of it. That's why there's no,
Seems
Yeah.
like a really rough and sermon. Right, let's go talk to some librarians.
Yeah. All right.
The only way is
good
up.
luck.
Let's go and talk to Yaz.
Bye, Sammy.
See you on.
Can't believe you're all too young to get that joke.
What was that?
The Only Way is Up by Yaz.
Yeah.
It was a song in the 80s.
Well,
I know the theme tune to The Only Way is Up. I know the song.
the only
It's
way is
called
I
The
don't
Only
know
Way
if
is Up.
it's- Yes, that's the theme tune for it, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. I've never watched The Only Way is
I've
Up.
never seen the only way. I know I don't know the song. I'm afraid, Corbs. Sorry.
That's all right. You can use your smart speaker of whichever variety you have to search that one out one day.
I'll have a look on a specific audio app tomorrow while I'm at work.
It would that be the one that we've got on our streaming service there? Would it be the same sort of thing?
Yes, the one where our podcast is widely available.
That'd be the fella. Yeah, well, use that one and you'll definitely find it.
In fact, as it's our platform for, yes, I recommend everyone goes on Spotify and has a little listen, or wherever you get this podcast, because frankly, we pay to use it, so we should be able to mention it. Yeah, why not?
Very
Anyway,
fine app it is too.
a very fine app it is too. It serves us well. So thanks very much to Spotify and any other platforms that we appear on, of which there are many. Yes, you head off in the direction of the library. You're still very much in this top portion. All this area is it's the top portion of the city, or the top half of the hill. But a couple of people coming up from the bottom as you head towards the library. You hear murmurings of something going on at one of the bakeries in the more foodie district, which is lower down on the hill, closer to the docks, because it's easier for them to get food in and supplies in to that area. You hear some murmurings, but you're heading to the library at the moment to go back and see Yaz. And you enter the library, and it's that lovely big open round space that you're very familiar with now, and the kobold doesn't answer the sort of not the chime as you enter the room, but instead after a couple of minutes the boom 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 heavy footfalls of this dragonborn female come around the corner, and it's Yaz. Let me clear my throat for this. Ah, Rodeo! It is you again, and your little metal friend, Gottle.
I'm
Hello,
only a
mate.
little measured in certain directions, you know.
Yes, well, you're little to me. Anyway, what do I owe the pleasure again? Second time in so many days.
Well, we're coming to a dead end of this tale of the pirate
I say
and his
second
bride.
time in so many days. Is it so many days,
Same
or is it
day.
same day? Same day, yeah.
Same day.
2 visits in 1 day. I must be getting popular.
Wow, I do love this place. I do like my books. But yeah, we're coming to a bit of a dead end with this tale of the pirate and his bride. Yeah. I was just wondering if you had a little bit more information of the son,
Well, the
Nicholas.
story goes from the the watch at the time that he fled out the door and they couldn't catch him and he went off towards Praz Hal somewhere.
We don't know where or if.
All they said was it was a direct line out the back door.
Do we know if Saracen had any hides out from the wall?
A good question. I'm trying to help you out here a little bit. There was potentially a place he might stash things on the moor. Oh no, hold on a moment. And she plods off and she's gone for a couple of minutes. She comes back with a little book and she goes, yeah. It says here. Now, I'm not supposed to have this book, so keep it stum. This was written by himself. It's a bit of a journal, and it came into my possession, and I've kept it because I do like historical records. But I'm no snitch. I'm also no treasure hunter either. I like my books, and I'm quite content staying here.
I don't blame you.
But yes, there was a cave, it says here, where he would keep things. There is one account in this journal that he took his son there. It is entirely possible that he went to this cave.
Have we got any information on where the cave is on the wall?
You can roll an investigation on it. I'm not going to keep rolling. You haven't rolled yet.
I have not.
I'll help you with that a little bit. You know, I'll give you some aid and perhaps lend you a magnifying glass and that sort of stuff.
Okay. Bloody app.
Just use real dice.
Yeah. 22.
22, and she's sort of looking for it, and perhaps you say, "Can I just help you there?" And she'll sort of lean over towards you, and she, like I said, she's blue dragonborn. How tall is Rolio?
Yeah, about 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, she's like 7 feet. She like towers over you, and you get a very like lizardy smell. If you ever like kept lizards, you get that kind of like musty smell. She's very that smell about her, and she all leans over. Oh well, here we are. Gottel, you can sort of come in as well and lean in close to Rolio to try and help give him that guidance. And what is and perhaps you point out some smaller text as well. And it's not a direct location, but it's little clues to where this place might be. Because he was never going to write down exactly where he keeps his hoard.
No.
But it's like there's little clues, basically.
That's the best lead we've got so far. You got.
I think that's about as good as we're going to get.
Just making a note.
To be fair, because the only other thing that I could think of that I'd know about it is probably quite dead now. You know, the dragon thing. So, I mean, it's the Crimson lot, but I don't think they'd have been out there.
No, I don't think they. I think they protect the city more than we do.
So yes, I think, you know, if we were to go that way, we could, you know, have a little look around and.
Yes, can I borrow this book?
No. I
I'll take some notes.
I cannot allow this out of my sight. This is too precious, and it's historical. It might contain clues as you're looking for. I cannot allow anybody just to have this book.
Great. I mean, could we, borrow a sheet of parchment and some ink, and maybe take some notes off just that page, so the rest of it's, your own secret private domain. But we just make a little aid memoir,
You could make
so to speak.
make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
In this world, you might have got the impression that no matter what color, most dragons are quite friendly towards different. Their stereotypes of different colors, some are good, some bad, haven't quite come across. One thing that will come across is most of them are prolific hoarders. And she's not willing to give you over her stuff.
No, fair enough. And I am not very persuasive because that's just a knight.
What was it you were after? Could you make a copy of it?
Just some notes and copy down the relevant.
Yeah, you're not actually taking the book from her, so yeah, no, that's okay. She'll be like, a bit reluctantly, but you can take some notes from this page. Yes, but no more.
It's really, really kind of you. And you know what? If we do find any books there, we'll bring them to you.
Oh, yes, please do. In fact, on that note, since one of you had a book from me,
Yes, the vampire one. I still haven't got round to it.
and Romeo, Gossel, you had a book as well, didn't you?
Have I had a book there?
Yes, I seem to remember throwing it at your head the other day.
Well, that was only today.
Was it today?
Yeah.
This is the problem. We're all put on pause for 2 weeks at a time. It's hard to keep track sometimes of how long time has actually been.
With going backwards and forwards and stuff, I've not had the chance to sit down and have a look at it just yet,
No problem. No problem. That is fine. I apologize. I'm getting ahead of myself.
That's okay. I mean, I guess you just wanted to know that it was safe.
Yes. I trust you. It is fine.
Excellent. Well, one day I'll bring you my own little compendium of jokes in a little joke book, and you'll have probably at least one medium-sized laugh out of it.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Yes. Excellent. We'll just make sure you return them on time. I would hate to send out the librarian for you.
Oh, that'd be terrible. How long do we get with these books,
Do you know, I've
renewing
never realistically set a time on it, but you know what, now you ask, I think we shall call it a week. A week's a good time to digest a book, don't you think?
See, a week would be a good time to digest a book if we were staying at home all the time and just had that, digesting sort of sit-down time. But we're doing a lot of jobs for the city. Sometimes it's backwards and forwards and forwards and backwards. And you know how it can get away with you when you want to actually sit down with a book, but you can't.
So how long might you suggest?
Well, libraries often go with a month.
A month?
It's a nice round number, you
that
see.
seems like an awfully long time. Fine, I tell you what, I will extend a month to you. But anybody else? I don't tend to set a time. I send the librarian out when I'm missing my book. And I send the librarian out to retrieve it again if they haven't returned it when I think is suitable. I will give you a month.
That's very kind of you. And you know what? If you're missing it in between time, just send us a message and we'll try our best to get it back to you,
All this mention of the librarian as well. Somewhere within the library you hear this like clockwork sound and clunking metal.
One of your friends? Cool.
Well, I've never actually met a librarian. Well, I have met a librarian, but we met a librarian right here because there's a librarian in front of us.
You can make an intelligence check if you like.
Well, what intelligence check? Well, what?
And being Warforged, you can get an advantage on it.
Right? Is that just intelligence, or would that be like a history check, or?
No, intelligence.
But intelligence is terrible. I'm not very intelligent. But that's an 18.
Yeah. You
And that's
get
not 18.
you
That's-
kind
that's
of detect from the clunking and the sounding, it's something much heavier than you, and you get the impression perhaps the librarian who does the collections is like some sort of iron golem. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Without seeing it, but with an 18 you got a pretty good idea. It's some sort of mechanical thing that goes out there and
Yeah.
returns this dragon's hoard.
I'd recognise the noise of the gear wheels and things, you know, or smell the WD-40 on the air.
Exactly.
Right. Well, I think we should wait for Opal before going out into the wilderness. So we should check out the shows, the festivities.
We could do that, or you know, we could just go out and use Opal as a human shield or a near human shield. Done that before, where you just grab them by the scruff of the neck and you But no, you're right. Maybe we can go and see it. How about the bakery thing that we heard about there? You know.
Yeah. I'm getting a bit nippy.
You're getting a bit nippy.
Yes. E.T. Hungry.
that's nippy and eaty are two different things.
Yes, they really are. It's been a long. Yeah, I'm getting a bit hungry. So let's go.
Peckish is what you're looking for.
Peckish is the one.
Is nippy some sort of southern dialect? Because up north, nippy just means it's a bit cold.
Yeah, that's the same here too. I don't know what he's getting at.
Either that or he's. Yep.
I could eat some nipples.
Well, I'll never say that.
Anyway, that's got to be a soundbite, isn't it? I could eat some nipples.
Clipped.
That's a very specialised kind of vampire stroke undead.
Yeah.
You can imagine walking into the cinema. I'll have a bag of nipples, please.
Well, I suppose it's no different than ferret. Was it ferrets' noses or something? It was
something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a very specialised joke. You might not get it if you're not British and a certain age.
It's older than these two. Well, probably.
Well, yeah, it is beyond my age, but I get it because I grew up with it. So yeah, there are people called adults who would not get it because they were born in like 2000 and some odd, and it's not of that ilk.
Wrong. This is wrong. People who were born in 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish. No, they're not.
Anyway.
Yes. That's about ferrets' noses, isn't it?
Moving on. Yes, you leave the library and Yaz waves you off, and she seems to be gleefully going about polishing the shelves and such as you leave. If you have the intentions of checking out this bakery thing, you probably get the impression you should head towards the food district. And you heard on the way in here that there was some rumour of something going on at a bakery. You head on down towards the food district. You're gonna have to give me a perception check just to get a measure of, do we get any more out of this, or
I got 14.
14 is definitely enough. I'm just gonna
I've got passive 16.
That's cool. Let me just open up the right documento. Yeah, you come down and you can hear some murmurings of people who are just sort of like, oh, have you heard about Marler? Oh, yeah, something's gone a bit funny, really, hasn't it? With all of that. I did actually write down some rumours. She told me she had a big order to fill ahead of the games. And yeah, someone else say, I seen some hooded person in there talking to her after closing one night. And another person might say, oh, she seemed awfully cautious, you know. Once or twice she's locked up early. Those are the rumours that you hear.
You say her name is Morda.
Marla.
Marla, sorry.
What, like Gustav, the composer?
Marla Gustav?
No, Gustav Mahler.
Oh, right, okay. Might be spelt differently though.
Yeah,
Marla.
it's definitely spelled differently.
Fine. Just go look for Marla's bakery.
Well, you don't know which Marla's bakery is, but there are plenty of people around talking about it. I mean, there are loads of bakeries. This is the food district. In the food district, you've got little cafes, restaurants, pubs. You've got, again, like I said, bakeries. There's all sorts of different food outlets, and there are markets that sell different foods. There are little shops that sell food, like little farm, and it's not even just that. In the street itself, because it's quite a big place. There's a little plaza in there. They've got marquees where there are like farmers that come from outside of the city selling stuff on stalls.
Those little horrible farmers markets.
Yeah. If you've ever been to Totnes, it's like that.
Love Totnes.
It's a very in joke. Well, when I say joke, it's not really a joke, but it's a very in reference.
Right.
I suppose actually more recognisable would be say it's like going to, is it Camden Town or in London, where it's loads of stalls and then you got all the actual shops, but lots of like cafes and restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'll go to just one of the stalls.
Yeah.
And ask. Excuse me there. Can you point me in the direction of Marla's bakery?
As you arrive at the stall, it's actually got food items. There are also lots of very shiny plates and bowls and cutlery sets and goblets. But like I said, there are food items in it as well. And you come across this kenku, which looks like a crow or a raven type thing. And it's wearing kind of like a leather hood or some sort of like brown fabric hood. Very rudimentary clothes, but is very much a bird, but a very big bird. And it sort of it looks at you and it responds, and it sort of dances about and it goes caw, caw, caw.
Marla's bakery.
Caw.
Right. I don't think this bird talks English or common. So
It flaps its wings. It's in response to you, and it sort of like uses its beak to point to some of the things on its floor. And then you say Marla's bakery, it points at or uses its beak to like like some like a round of bread.
yeah.
Oh, is this Marla's bakery?
Caw! And it points at the round of bread again, and then it seems to look off into the distance. It's like, caw! And it's like sort of hopping around like crows and that do, and it's sort of looking up the street going caw, caw.
Up the street then.
Right. Let's go up the street.
Follow the beak.
Caw!
Goodbye.
Caw!
Yeah, they're gonna head up towards where the beak was pointing.
Yeah.
Right. I can't be doing with characters that we can't speak to. I just feel like shooting them on sight.
I actually have a whole riddle for the Kenku character, where you can actually communicate with him. But if we're not going to go down that road, I'm not going to bring it out. Yeah, you make your way up the street. Did you want to try and make it any more obvious for yourselves by talking to anyone, or you're just going to walk up there and hope you find something?
Yeah, let's see if I can find
discussing Marla's bakery's up here, isn't it? Is it up here, Marla's bakery? Is anyone
Yes. Looking for
Oh,
Marla's.
Marla's Bakery is.
And a couple of people go, Marla's Bakery, yeah, that direction, but it's been closed down for a day or so. Go.
Most of
There's
them
a
where it
watch.
is.
There's a watchwoman up there.
Yeah, so we're looking out for it.
Eventually,
Carry
sort of,
on.
you carry on up the street, and you're faced with. Eventually, the street narrows down a bit. It's all cobbled. It's very, very pleasant, and you come into an area where there's a couple of stands selling fruit, like shops selling fruit, a couple of small bakeries, and places doing teas and coffees and stuff like that. And you find there is a tiefling woman who's in the watch garb. I'm trying to think, where have I put this to? And she's called well, sorry, not a tiefling. I'll take a lie. It's a half orc. Sorry, half orc female in the watchman's garb, and she's sort of hanging around outside of this bakery, which is quite clearly closed and not selling anything. All the little the shelving racks at the front are all empty, and she seems to be talking to this young sort of like turtle. Whether you know it's a man or a woman at this point, you don't know. But yeah, they seem to be hanging around outside this bakery.
Approach to half orc. Hello, matey.
She turns around and says to you, "Hello, matey. Do I look like your mate?"
Well,
Well.
it's a cultural greeting, and you wouldn't want to be culturally insensitive there, would you, officer?
She just looks at you, puzzled. She's quite slender, very muscular. Long, dreadlocked black hair, which has all been tied up into what looks like a beehive on top of her head. Tattoos on her face. She's had like these little small tusks in her lower jaw. And she's culture. Don't talk to me about culture. There's too much culture in this place.
Yeah, it's just being polite.
Well, I didn't think you were being particularly polite.
I do apologise.
Good. Shall we start again?
Yeah, it was come to see what's going on, really.
Well, I am Watchwoman Dobrin.
Hey, Dobrin.
What's your name?
So, I'm Radio.
Hello,
And,
Rodeo.
We do a lot of work for there. We've done work with Gildane Izzard.
Done a lot of work with Gildane Izzard.
Yes.
Who's that then?
It's
Okay,
Eddie's
well.
half brother.
Don't know,
I thought
Eddie.
Gildane Izzard was the captain of the watch.
Yes, you could be right, actually. You could be right. Yeah, that's my mistake there, actually. Yeah, too many ales this afternoon. Don't tell him I said that, though, will you? Because I'll get in trouble.
Of course not. Of course not. We don't snitch where we come from. So yeah, we just thought if we could give you a hand, see what's going on.
Well, I've been talking to this young lady here. There's a turtle, so it's imagine the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but well, exactly that. To be honest, an overgrown tortoise turtle type person, really. She was just offering me a spare key, but well, if you've ever spoken to these lot, it takes a long time to say anything, you know.
See.
She was just getting to the point of offering me the spare key.
And we interrupted. Two apologies. Talk to the turtle.
The turtle says, "Hey, as I was just saying to watch woman Dobrin. I have a key. You muted, James.
That's amazing news. Can we take the
You've interrupted her. I'm sorry. Let me start again. I was helping. And this goes on. And this goes on. I could see Corbin's face. I was like, this is the point where we skip ahead a little bit. She announces that she has a key, but it's not here. It's in her shop, which is like 100 yards up the road. And you see her turn after she says all this, and just, there's no hurry. It's just like, plod along. And this is where Watchwoman sort of looks at you two and she's like, do you have a way of getting in here pretty easy? You know, got anything you can do? I mean, I could break the door down, but I'm going to get in trouble if I do that. Do you know what? Fuck it. Should I just break the door down?
I would,
Hold
because,
on.
you know, you can probably say, you know, that you're concerned about stuff going on. So, okay, we've worked with Watch before. I think you're justified in doing a bit of that.
You
Right.
certainly heard a noise in there, didn't you?
Oh, I definitely heard a noise, and you can quote me on it.
Make a persuasion, because there are people in the street. That, you know, make a persuasion roll.
Persuasion.
26.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one.
And as you say, you heard a noise in there. There are people that stop in the street going, oh my god. Could it be? Is she in there still? Oh, get the door down quick. Who's going to do it? Do you want her to do it, or are you two going to do it?
I think
We
we'll
are
let
not
Big
sure,
Orc
Phil.
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. She does this with a +5. I rolled an 18. She puts a boot firmly through the door, and the door flies open.
Let's go in.
Yeah.
Tit will go
You got a
in.
small
We've got
crowd gathered at this point. Like, they're quite interested in what's happened, because everyone in this area sort of heard about this hooded figure and
Dobrin, do you want
And
us to
stuff.
stop the crowd and we go investigate?
yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I can do that.
I head on in.
head in as
Come.
well, because, you know,
And when you go in, it's like a normal, like if you went into any bakery today, there's like a counter where all the pastries and that would be, and the savouries, whatever. The shelves all around, and there's like a display in the window. The shelves all around, all different things, breads and pastries and stuff. And there's obviously a back room, but the whole place has been destroyed, like smashed to pieces. The glass counter's been broken. There's bits all over the floor. It's a mess.
That's a bloody big kick. Is there, yeah, but have a look around to see. I'll have a look around. See what I can see.
Yeah? You see a mess. I don't know what you were expecting.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
is it worth investigating the mess? Is there any footprints around or anything?
That's what I meant.
Now, that's the key word, isn't it? Investigation. Yes, you can investigate.
I'll help you with your investigations there.
Oh, thank you very
I
much.
don't know why I went to make them.
Reference some funny voices tonight, anyway.
Heritage.
Having
Well,
difficulty maintaining the accent there. I don't know why.
It's right. I'm pretty sure I changed that half-orc woman's voice halfway through as well.
it would be an 18.
Yeah, you kind of like look around the shop. The shop is what it is. When you get in the back, there's like just bags of flour and oats and grains, and as well like vats of icing. Let's say, I don't know if icing would come in a vat, but sugars and such like that, and dyes for the food, and it's just it's a mess. What you see is the back door is kind of not quite shut properly, and it's kind of like just not flapping in the breeze, but you know, you can imagine it's just swaying a little bit, and you see drag marks and footprints leading out that door.
Guess we follow the prince goal.
I think so. I mean, should we bring the watchwoman with us, or should we just go?
I think we just go because we don't want the crowd coming in.
Okay,
Doing
let's
her
go.
job.
If you don't tell her where you're going, as you're going out that door, you kind of hear her shouting, "What's going on?"
Just wait there. We'll be right back.
Well, how long should I wait?
Until we get back.
Well, can't keep him at bay all day.
You can. You're a guard. You're
Only
title.
one.
Well, you know, just block the doorway. You'll be fine.
All right, suppose.
And away we go.
Why is that orc turned into Ricky Gervais again?
Suppose.
Yeah, we'll follow the prince and the drag marks.
Or insert any EastEnders character here.
Ricky!
Ricky! Yeah, you follow it. Unfortunately, it doesn't go all the way to where you want to go, and it's only flour on the bottom of their boots and that, and it wears off after, let's say, 100 yards.
What is like an alleyway or a yard?
It just leads off down the street. It leads off down another street.
Yes.
But the drag marks have disappeared as well, have they?
Yeah, because it was all just in flour.
Oh, right. I didn't know whether you meant to drag marks in the mud, you know, whether.
Oh no, whether it drug flour with it, and they had it on the bottom of their boots, and it's got so far, and it's just dissipated.
Let's go back to the footprints.
Well,
See if we can.
what's the highest passive perception?
That should be Rolio's. I got his name right
16.
for once.
16.
Yes.
I don't know, perception,
I'm down there at a 14.
or
so
would it be an intelligence? No, let's make it more interesting. An intelligence roll, please. And both of you can make this.
Intelligence roll. I don't like intelligence rolls, but there you go. 17 from me.
17 as well.
You both sort of like come to this point where Rolio's going to go, oh, the tracks, and it seems to stop here. But you sort of look up and you realise this street you're following is leading around a corner but down. And as you look through the street and down through, you can just see the sea. You get the impression that wherever they were going is probably in the direction of the docks. And you know there's a lot of warehouses down there. And as I said already, particular section of the city, this food district, or it's all very much located near the docks because of the ease of getting stuff into warehouses and getting from warehouses into establishments. So there's a pretty good chance you reckon wherever this is leading is going to one of them warehouses.
I wonder if it's going to the warehouse where we saw that young kid again.
Maybe, you know, we could go down to the warehouses and see if anyone's seen anybody rushing around carrying some stuff.
Yeah, we can ask some questions.
I mean, do we want to leave the orc there, or should we bring her down now?
Yeah, I think we need to lock this place up and then get her to come with us.
Or is the game afoot? Let's just leave her on the door.
Yeah, it'll be more funny actually. Leave her there.
Just leave her on the door. She had an irritating voice.
Yes. Quite changeable.
You hear somewhere on
we'll
the
leave
wind.
her
What's going on down there?
Don't answer. Just go.
Go that way, quick.
Yes, go. But yeah, we're gonna head towards the docks and the warehouses.
Come on, give me an update. I've got an Only Scrolls account that needs to be updated here.
We'll let you know when we know what's going on. On.
Cool, yeah, you head on down to the docks. It's not too far from the food sort of district. And yeah, you've got the usual warehouses that you're fully aware of. You can see off to your left as you approach the water. Off to the left there is that sort of posher housing area just off, where of course runs these houses. And you're confronted with the waterfront where there are these warehouses and processing buildings for like fish and stuff. The actual docks itself and all that lot off to your right hand side. At this point, the world is your oyster.
Is there anyone around?
Well, of course, there's loads of people around. This is like mid-afternoon. Loads of people wandering up and down. If you wanted a particular character, I cannot for the life of me remember his name because he was from episode 1 or 2, the Dwarf Dockmaster. If you want to consult your notes while I try and find him in mine, you're more than welcome to.
I didn't write his name down.
He was a dwarf male. I can't think of his flipping name. I don't know where my notebook's gone either because that's where it'll be.
Let's just call him Lanky.
We'll call him Dwarfy McDwarfface for now. Where the hell is my notebook? That's a really good point. Oh, it's right next to me.
Dockmaster.
What an idiot.
That's what we'll call him.
He was honestly my note. I was like, where have I put my notebook to? It's right there. It's literally on the chair next to me. Yeah, it's Doc. He is definitely the Dockmaster.
Yeah, because I gave them.
Yeah, because you wanted to give him some money to find out if any of your compatriots came through.
Yes.
Have I got it real quick? No, I don't. That's fine. The Dockmaster, the Dwarven Dockmaster, you see him plodding about. We'll insert his name later on. In fact, I'll put it in the notes for next time. Yeah, there he is, plodding about. And he sees you, and he goes, "Oh, good afternoon. Oh, Rolio, you gave me some money back along, didn't you?"
Yes. Is there any news on that?
No.
No.
Sorry.
No. I'm getting quite used to it now.
Well, maybe you're asking the wrong questions in the wrong place.
It's quite possible.
You should look to ask the right questions in the right place.
I'll certainly keep that advice. Yeah. We were actually trying to track down someone. I was just wondering if you saw anything weird.
You're being very vague.
Well, we're looking for Marla the baker.
I know Marla. Yes, I go up there most days for She makes me a lovely donut.
Yes, but she seems to have gone missing. And
Okay.
we think she got dragged down this way.
Right. What makes you think that?
Yeah, call it initiative.
Call it
Well, we got
initiative.
some
Are we
track-
rolling initiative now? You want to fight me? Well, come on then, lad.
Definitely not. Not worth my time.
Oh.
But
What?
No, he's not called what. Don't worry. He's who?
Who?
What?
I'm done with this conversation. Goodbye.
What would be the best warehouse to keep something you don't want to be found?
He just looks at you, confused. He doesn't have an answer for that. Like,
You seen anyone coming down here in the last 10 minutes looking a bit, sus, a bit furtive? A bit, oh shit, I've just stolen some shit from Marla's bakery.
no, not in the last
Right.
10 minutes.
15?
No.
Right, I'm not going more than 15. I mean,
Let me make a quick roll for him. Oh. Well, no, I haven't, no, but, one of the lads on the... he was loading up one of the ships. It's gone now. But he said, if you go down to Warehouse 13... I don't know why he's got a bit of a Welsh accent, kind of Tom Jones going on here. I'm sure he was Scottish to begin with, but never mind. If you go down to Warehouse 13... yes, he said he saw something strange going on down there. Some sort of baking thing. Something to do with flour, anyway. Certainly. Puffs of it.
right, Flowery Puffs, that sounds like, man.
Floury puffs.
Right, let's go down there and Warehouse 13. Which way is that now?
He points off, almost in the direction of Camilla's. Like in that sort of direction towards the posher end. Because you got where the warehouses are, and then it ends, and then you got the posh houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Blackmaster. But yeah, if you hear of the Shrieking Serpent, you know where to find me at the gardens.
I didn't know that, but I do now.
Thank you very much. But, alright, we'll head to Warehouse 13. Ominously.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go down there. Why not?
You head to Warehouse 13. You do see outside of a door, just a side door, not the main big door. On a side door, you see some little patches of flour and like a flowery handprint on the door handle.
This looks like the spot.
Could be. Shall we go in?
Yeah, why not? Should we knock? Or just go in?
I forgot to mention as well, when you got to the bakery, it was called the Get Baked Bakery.
Nice. Get baked.
Let's go in then and have a little see.
You go in and it's a warehouse. You know, there's high stacked shelves and bags of flour and oats and all the things you'd expect to be associated with baking. Everything's in here. This seems to be where if boats are bringing in goods for baking, it's coming in here. Or even stuff that the farm's producing and it's going out. But you find just at the far end, you see some light flickering, and as you head down, you see like a lantern on a table, and next to it is this. What was she? Marla was a halfling woman. Marla. Where are you, Marla? Come up in my notes, please. Let me see. Yes, Marla was this little halfling woman. And she is completely encased in some kind of pastry apart from her head. And in her mouth is this like gag of really viscous dough. So she can't actually properly talk, but you hear her go. She's like nodding in a direction, and you see the robed figure seems to be scoffing his face, or her face potentially, with something.
What's going on here then?
Oh, how do you approach this? Are you going in quietly? She's not loud enough to alert him.
I think we should maybe sneak up and, unplug Marla.
Did I say she was... Yeah, no, a gnomish woman, sorry.
Right.
So it's not a very big pastry. Imagine it as being like she's trapped inside of a really tough croissant.
And the hooded finger's got eyes on Marla.
No, he's got his back to you at the moment. Or she has their back to you.
Let's break Marla out of the pie then, shall we, there?
Yeah, break Marla out.
Alright, well, if you're going to try and do that, let's have a stealth roll. He's not far away, or she's not far away.
Everybody's.
This will be group, I'm afraid.
With my advantage instead, I got a 17.
I got an 8 on that. But can I ready the snare spell?
Yeah, you can ready it. You arrive at the pastry. Yeah, you arrive at the pastry. It's really, really tough. Like stale, overbaked. It's like a proper hard chrysalis of a cocoon around this this gnome, and she's like, "Ah!" I'm gonna roll perception for him, which is a 13. So I'll give you one last go at what you want to do.
I'm gonna try moving the gag, but like finger to my mouth while moving the gag.
Not easy. I said it is a very stodgy doble, but you can have a go.
Yeah. I just rolled a d20. 7.
Yeah, you can't. You try. You pull bits of it out, but it's just like stuck in their mouth. Like imagine like the chewiest of gum, and when it all just sticks inside your mouth, and you're like, bleh, bleh, bleh.
Gross.
Yeah, totally. What's the idea? Anything from Gottle on this front?
Well, I don't think he wants too many people pulling her mouth, what he can do otherwise, though. Really.
It's a bit like Luke Skywalker hanging upside down with the Wampa, and eventually it's gonna like turn around and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And this is. So you've had a go. So if Gottle's got nothing, this figure will turn
I'll
around.
go as well.
Go on
What was it that I had to roll again?
then. Already didn't really make a roll. He just did you make a roll on that one?
No, I just rolled a d20.
Yeah, let's make a d20. Whatever. If you want to do sleight of hand to give you an advantage, and it's up to you. But
I'll do sleight of hand to wiggle it about a bit. There we go. That'll be a 21.
you pull the dough out, and you like, and you help her get this dough out of her mouth. And she says,
Just like a magic trick, you just keep pulling it out. Oh, bloody hell, how much has she got in there?
pretty much, yeah. It's like the stodgiest of stringy dough. It's horrible.
She's only 2 foot tall.
Yeah, and there's like 6 foot of it. Where did it all go? But yeah, she's like, oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can you get me out?
Why are you here? What's going on?
Maybe we'll carry the pie outside.
Oh, no, don't mention the pie. The pie's the problem.
The pies. What do you mean? The pies.
He's after my pie recipe.
Wait, we gotta get. Why are we going in your accent now? Bloody hell.
I haven't got the accent.
Really, just going all Southwestern or do you
So I don't have that accent. Not now. Can you get me out or not quickly before he notices?
let's carry the pie out of the warehouse.
Yes. We'll carry the pie.
Right,
No,
stealth
no.
group stealth check then. Can you carry it out?
4.
That would be a 19.
Jesus.
Ooh, let me do a perception.
Got the boots of elven kind on, so I'm quite,
You get so far. I rolled pretty well on that one. You get so far, and you're carrying this pastry with this little gnome in towards the door you came by, and the hooded figure stops eating and turns and faces you. And he goes, "Now I can't do a Liverpudlian accent, so I'm going to have to make do with what I can do." I guess. Oh, bloody hell! What do you think you're doing?
Taking your pie.
Taking my pie? Corbs is pissing himself.
You trying to get near to a Liverpool accent?
Oh, I can't even get near it.
It's full on Geordie. Full on.
How are you, lads? Are you alright?
What are you doing, my pie? That's not even my pie. That's Marla. What are you doing, Marla?
Oh, Brant's lost his mantle as the king of 27 accents.
Oh God.
What you passing away?
Don't you know who I am?
No, actually, we don't.
No, the voices are not ringing any bells.
I'm Paul Hollybush.
But I don't want to know about the state of Utopia.
We've lost James.
Oh, Hollywood.
Poor Hollybush, man.
I mean, that'd be quite an uncomfortable medical condition there.
What are you doing taking her away from me? She's got a recipe I want.
Make your own recipes.
I want to be the best baker in the land. But she's the best baker at the moment.
It's like the hairy bikers have been resurrected.
I don't know who they are, because they don't exist in this world.
Well, they don't, one of them doesn't exist in this world anymore.
God almighty.
You're never going to get good by stealing someone else's talent.
I will, because if I can get her recipe... Look, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want a recipe. I was trying to scare her. And then she can go back. Well, I said she can go back. I was going to tell her to go away. Go somewhere else.
No.
Man.
Oh yeah, that's not the way to do it, like, you know.
Yeah,
The only way is Amion, you know.
I don't really know now what we're going to do. Well, you're not kidnapping a gnome here, a baker.
I'm not trying to get... I just want to get the recipe, man. And then she can go away. And I'll be the best baker in Meneth.
Having the recipe doesn't mean it's going to be exactly the same. You need talent.
Oh, believe me,
by
this
the feel of
recipe is
this-
pretty killer.
Yeah, but by the feel of this dough, you haven't got much talent.
Oh, no, that's not my best dough, man. That's just the dough that gags people when I don't like them talking.
And then you made this pie.
Oh, it's not a pie. That's my coffin pastry.
As in dead.
No, it just keeps people held up, doesn't it? Man.
I'm going to try a bit of this pastry.
Yeah, you can try it if you like.
Really
What's it
wouldn't
taste like?
tonight.
Just a really tough, stale bread. Not very nice.
Imagine
Yeah,
eating
this
a
is
cardboard
crap.
shoe.
Paul. Absolute crap.
Don't tell me it's crap. I'm the best baker.
Well, if this is the standard,
Best
it's
baker in
really-
Meneth, you say?
Aye.
Is it just you got a baker shop in Meneth?
Well, no, but I won a competition, you know.
Was it crosswords?
No, it was a Great Menith Bake Off.
Right. Well, I think your bake's gone off, pal.
Oh no! Surely
this
not.
is-
I'm
This is
afraid this is
possibly
a
the worst
matter of
thing I've
life
done
and
too.
death.
Well, are you going to give her back to me so I can get this recipe, or am I going to have to beat it out of you all with me rolling pin?
Look, by the feel of this pastry, you couldn't even beat an Eggman. I'd give it over to you.
Should we roll initiative against Paul Hollybush?
Fucking Paul Hollywood first.
Going to rip his fucking pubes out.
Rip his fucking pubes out.
He's irritated me now as Paul Hollybush.
I didn't want to hurt nobody, man, but if you're really not going to give her up, then we're going to have to do this, aren't we? And I'm not going to go lightly on you, I can tell you now.
15.
15 from Gottle.
Right, so 4 for me. Can I quickly take a nature break?
You can quickly take a nature break while I roll in Paul Hollybush. I quite like it when it's just the two of you because it's actually a lot easier for rolling initiative. It's a 10 from Paul Hollybush. He's not a fighter, so don't worry, this isn't going to be the most intensive
It might be.
intensive combat. While he's doing that, I can have a little look at what can I add into. So this is the first time using the combat sounds for thingy. I'm going to turn the intensity down a little bit.
Yeah, it's like an episode with the Archers. Mary Archer is fighting with the ice cream man or something, you know.
I mean, I did make this combat a little bit more exciting, but I have dialed it down knowing that it was just the two of you. But it actually, this side quest has actually been a nice little side quest for just the two of you to do. And then you can tell, I'm sure, Opal, who won't believe a word of what you've said when she comes back, what you've encountered. Cool, okay. So, Gottle, you are up first. So, you're kind of close to the door. You've got the pastry with the gnome and bakes in it, and Paul Hollybush looking a little bit annoyed that you're trying to steal his prized possession at the moment. This woman who has some sort of secret recipe that he wants.
Right, I'm going to drop a pastry there. I'm going to cast Nathair's Mischief on the Geordie fucking beaker. So we'll do a D4 roll and I'll tell you what effect it was.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a 1. So the smell of apple pie fills the air and Paul Hollybush, whatever he is, must give me a wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Have you made that up, or is it actually an apple pie? Is it very
The
convenient?
smell of apple pie fills the air.
That's brilliant.
It is the actual spell.
That is very thematic. DC what, sorry?
14.
That will be an 8.
Right, so he is charmed
Cool,
by me
okay.
until the start of my next turn.
So he can't make
I
any
would-
attacks.
I will tell him to stand in a spot and do a river fucking dance.
Hi, man! And he starts dancing on the spot. That would have been his turn, and that's all he can do. So, Rodeo, you are up.
I am going to. I am talking, that's fine. Cast Summon Fae.
Okay.
And my little shark, land shark buddy's going to pop out of existence. And he will attack.
I'm glad you said land shark, because otherwise it would just be a shark flopping hopelessly on the floor, doing
It's that
fuck all.
cute little land shark I keep popping as the chat.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah. So for people who don't know what this is, maybe Rolio will share a photo with us. Not that it's very helpful for podcast, but in the future, not now. But yeah, it's like a little shark with legs, and it's almost like a mouth with legs, really, isn't it? But it looks like a bit of a shark.
Well, if you're a Marvel fan, Jeff the Land Shark.
There you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, you actually get 2 attacks. Oh no, which is quite nice.
Do attacks affect this river dance corpse?
I'll have to look up the charmed condition. I don't think they necessarily do.
Sometimes these sort of conditions can be ended by attacks,
Yeah.
can't they?
I'm going to look that up while he's getting his attacks in.
It's 18, one is an 18 to hit, the other one's a 4 to hit.
The 18 hits.
Dokie, right to the 163. Whoa. 7 points of damage.
Sweet.
And his condition is not altered because it doesn't specify it in the wording of the spell or in the wording of charmed.
Cool beans. He just goes, ow, that bloody... What's that little teethy dog you got there?
And as his bonus action, where it was just filled with magical darkness.
It's where magical darkness where he is.
Yes, magical darkness. It covers the
Yeah.
little shark.
Oh, cool. So he's now blinded, effectively.
Oh no, it's just the shark's covered in darkness. 5-foot cube. Just a shark. Unless he's in that 5-foot cube.
Oh, 5... Oh, right, okay, maybe, yeah. No, he wouldn't do. That's fine. Corbs, it's your go. Gossel, it's your go, I should say.
Right, well, I'm going to, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him this time. So he can, I'm going to hear some really, really off-key music. He needs to give me a wisdom saving throw, DC 14 again there.
He has rolled a 14.
Right, well, he can take half of this then.
Yep.
Which is fine. So 16 points of psychic racking pain.
No dramas. That will put him... Okay, cool. He's... Oh, bloody hell, man! And you start to see like, some blood appearing in his baker's whites. Not chef whites, but baker's whites. I think that's an accurate description. It is
Mary
his...
Gooseborough is far better than you.
Oh! Piercing blow with that. That's a D4 of psychic damage. You take an additional 2. He's holding his head. Oh, man! Can't believe you said that! He's going to use an... No, because I've put that down as a reaction. He is going to use his... He's not actually... Is he close to anyone at the moment? No, he's not, is he? He's...
Well, just the shark, but he's shrouded in dark. So.
The shark. He's okay, because he's next to the shark. He's going to use one of his special actions to cast Flower Bomb. So he sort of just seems to pull out a bag of flour and launch it at the floor, but like Batman, he disappears miraculously. He's going to appear behind Rolio, and he's going to try and strike you with his rolling pin. And he's going to miss because that is going to be a 9.
Yep, misses.
Yep. So we go across to Rodeo. He's there going, oh, bloody hell, man! Right behind you.
I'm going to turn and cast Entangle on him.
Okay.
Or Snare, sorry, not Entangle. Dex 14 save, please.
Only a 6.
So, yeah, he's entangled. Restrained.
Cool.
No. I'm going to look at him and say, we can literally vaporize you. And you'll never be found again. Ever again. And I will talk little Marla here into baking you into a pie.
I don't think she'd do that, man. She's too nice.
And we got quite a bit of gold. Enough for her to make her retire.
You can intimidate him if you like.
Yep. Jesus Christ, this bloody app.
Just roll an actual dice. You got them there.
Yeah, they're over there. There's only a 7 on that, actually.
Ah, fuck off, man.
My shark, then, because it is its own creature, now would pop out of his darkness and run at him and 2 strikes again. And that one. Only a 9 and a 7. on that.
Neither hit. Sorry, cool. What did you say?
So I just got the image of the shark crawling up his trouser leg.
Well,
Like a rat of a drain pipe. Whoa!
yeah. Oh, bloody hell, man. But no, it does nothing, unfortunately.
It's about the size of a collie.
Wearing flies.
Boot cut.
Right, well, you know, it'll be my turn again then, so I'm
It
going
will.
to cast vicious mockery at him and call him full of stale ideas and, you know, a bit crumbly. So it's a DC 14 Wisdom save against my bakery-related
That's an 8.
puns, where he can take 8 vicious mockery damage, and he now has psychic damage as well, so his brain's really hurting, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yeah. It's his next attack. I'll just roll. I mean, he's next to. In fact, he's next to Rolio. He's not going to try and. Actually, no. He could do his. Flower bomb again. Yeah, he'll do his flower bomb. Let's see where he lands up. He throws his flower bomb, but he kind of fumbles it, and it doesn't really go off. So he's still stuck next to Rolio. And he tries to make an attack with disadvantage, as you said. So a 3. So yeah, he misses Rolio with his rolling pin. He's just like, I just wanted a recipe, man.
Try and talk to him again. He's like, is this really worth it?
No, not really.
Right, you can give up. You can promise to leave. And you can start your own bakery on another continent somewhere else. And we'll leave you be.
You leave me be.
Yes. You have to leave, hopefully.
It's when yeah. He looks up at you and goes, all right. Ollie Bush handshake.
I'm never going to get over Oliver's. No, take his hand.
He shakes your hand. All right, that's binding word, that is.
Yeah, as long as you leave, you have 24 hours.
All right, I'm sorry. Just a bit of salt water, and that will dissolve her casing. All right. I'm sorry. And he, nursing his wounds, he gets up and he flees the warehouse.
I don't think we should murder anyone. Got him. Last time we nearly got in a lot of trouble. Well, we blew up half the city. So.
No, I wasn't after murdering him, but, you know, maybe just putting him down. There's a vicious mockery there.
Amal is saying, "Oh, can you get me out of it, please?
We can, but it sounds like we would have to drop you in the ocean.
Just get me
Can
out."
you swim?
Of course I can. Just please get me out of here.
Okay, we go chuck her in the ocean.
Let's eat the pie in the sea.
Yeah, you take her to the docks, I'd imagine, and just dunk her in gently, not trying to yeet her anywhere. I presume you'd like to preserve her life.
Oh, that's why I asked if you could swim.
All right, we'll dunk her in gently.
Well, if you want to yeet her, give me a D20. We'll see how far you yeet her.
Nah,
We'll do it nicely.
We'll do gold
Ooh.
planning on the seashore.
Can I use the control water spell to gently?
Yes, you absolutely can. Yes.
Without trying to like cause any scene. Just make it look like it splashed up over the harbour onto it.
I'm pretty sure if you said that you wanted to do that, and anyone said, "What are you doing?" You could say, "We're trying to get her out of here, and it needs salt water." You could easily justify it.
No, so I'll do that then. Save some from drowning.
Just no fun at all nowadays, rodeo.
I know. So I prefer being out in the wilds. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, you get her out. If that's what you're doing, yeah. Just like
I think getting your out seems reasonable.
up on the docks, and people watch, and oh, that was a nice thing to do. Yeah, oh, well done, mate. Yeah, good job. Yeah, you know. And she gets with, "Whew, what a horrible man."
Yeah, well, I don't think he'd be bothering you again.
I hope not. Good golly. Well, look. Come back to my bakery with me. I need to make it, ship shape again. But I have something for you.
Okay. We'll
So,
walk her back to the base.
Yeah, brilliant. You take her back to the bakery, and your half-orc friend is there, and perhaps she notices you in the shop coming through the back door. And she says, "What the hell's going on? Hurry up!"
We're all down there.
Oh,
With
good.
leaves opposite.
And then Marla appears and says, "Oh, right. Can you lock this door and I'll just get rid of this crowd?" And she says, yeah, absolutely, that's fine. And she locks the door and puts the closed sign up, and you see the crowd all dispersed by this half-orc woman. Pardon me. And Marla says, "So, do you know what the secret recipe was that he was after?"
Is it the power of friendship?
No. How lovely would that have been? But it's not the power of friendship. I bake a very special pie. And this particular pie will grant you the ability to be completely full and gain several benefits through the arcane. Before you ask, yes, I am a licensed magic user.
Don't worry, so are we.
If you would like such a pie, I can grant it to you. And for Gottle's sake, this will also satiate you, because I believe your body can at least process organic material.
oh, I can eat. I just don't have to. I do like a patty cake.
You can take on organic material, and well, for the point of this pie is big enough to serve everyone in the party once, and everyone will gain the benefits of a hero's feast from eating it. I'll let you look up hero's feast and get those benefits for yourself. But yes, you gain the benefits of a hero's feast if you eat this pie.
I'll put that in there.
So it'll be a slice each. So it'll be one for you, one for Baina, one for Rodeo, or one for Opal, one for Rodeo.
Nice. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you kindly. That's really, really kind of you there.
It is slightly more expensive, so do feel free to come back if you want to buy one outside of this gift. But thank you for rescuing me. I tell you what I'll do. Bit of a discount for rescuing me on any future purchases. 50% off. This pie, it does require some rather special ingredients. Again, if you want to try and find the reagents to help me with making it, then that would reduce the cost significantly. It's expensive to make, unfortunately, because of what goes into it. We're talking about 100 gold a pie. It's an expensive pie, but it does provide some very good benefits.
Happy days. Yeah. Well, what are the ingredients you need?
Oh, blimey. I would have to get my suppliers list. I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, but I can find out, and I can let you know in due course if you really would like to know. But yes, I will. I can tell you, and I'm already giving you a discount, but I'll give you a bit more of a discount if you can bring me the ingredients.
Well, it's good because look, would you have it? We've just come along on some information on some, plants and things in the wild that are quite useful for that kind of thing. So, might
Oh,
be nice
excellent.
to have a little guide on that.
Yes, that I think that most of that information will be in that book. Again, I will. I'll look that up outside the session and inform you.
I just thought I'd put it in your mind. It might link
Yes, absolutely.
and make our job a little easier.
Let me pop that into my session notes.
The stuff that's up here for thinking is still just about working, although the legs are a little bit short for dancing.
I'm sure you can do the good robot.
That's it.
Discount agents.
I like Hero's face, still looks quite handy.
It will come in quite handy. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We will leave it there because we are coming up on 11 o'clock and it is just the two of you. And you have hit, bar the green dragon, which I think we'll save for when Baina's back with us. You have hit all the goals I had for you tonight, minus going to the ghost house. So
Excellent.
you've both, as a twosome, you've both done very bloody well. And that was a nice little fun combat as well with Paul Hollybush, who has retired off somewhere. Maybe he will return. we'll find out.
He's a dead man walking.
Yeah, I wanted to throw in a little fun little combat just to keep me going rather than just being talk. So
I thought all the characters you were introducing tonight were designed to provoke some kind of fun little combat. So I really wanted to kill them all.
Maybe that's just your attitude going into it this evening.
It's like, no, you're too irritating to live. Too many
Kill
wishes.
the DM.
Shitting bollocks, no, I can't murder that irritating old man.
Oh, my old man, Jesus.
Oh, leave him alone. He was all right.
Yes, well, he might not be the next time you see him.
Well, let's say thanks to the people listening and watching. Again, sorry we haven't been a complete group, but we are, we've done our best, and I felt it was quite entertaining. So thanks for listening, watching. See you again very soon. Goodbye.
Bye.